What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Podcast. I'm your host, the Kiss Bandit. I have a very special guest with me today. Let her introduce herself and I'll take it from there. So tell the people your name and what you do.
I don't know. Anyway. Hi guys, my name is Esther Kazungu. I am a content creator. Acha nianze na zile
Sawa.
Yeah.
Sawa.
Ni muhimu.
Muhimu ni?
Yeah, zote ni muhimu. Okay, just don't put an order, but I'm a video journalist. I'm a content creator. I am daughter, a sister. I am
Hizo zote.
But I can radio present as well. I can TV host. So if you're out there and you want a host, thanks in advance.
In advance, you shall get your job. So now, I think, like I told you, the reason I invited you because I've been seeing like your videos pop up like a lot on my homepage, and for me, those are the people that I want to talk to. I'd rather talk to the people who understand, like, they're putting themselves out there, wanna grind na nini. Kuna wale watu washafika, like, those positions they want to be, and pretty much they just give the same old boring interviews.
Okay.
I think so.
I hope mine will be boring.
Hapana, haziko boring. So now, let's start with just legit. Where is your interest as such?
What do you mean?
On social media.
On social media?
Before tuende kwa history yako. What exactly is your nini? Because I see you popping on my homepage, but I've never narrowed down to exactly what you do.
Well, Akibe, I'm like, what do they call it? Melting pot. That's what they call it. I remember one thing from those English lessons. Because sometimes I'll do those funny videos, and I love funny videos. And sometimes I'll just talk about my life and talk about serious issues.
You do?
Stop vizuri. But I do. I started recently, but I do. Like once in a while, I'll post those funny videos. Actually, I started off doing a lot of funny videos, and then at some point I slowed down. I don't know why. Either I didn't have content or I just didn't feel like it. Can't remember. But and then last year I just posted more of my stories because that's where I felt I was at last year.
What stories are these? We share already because it's a different platform, but okay. But I think I get what you're saying because at times, yes, it's good to have fun, but it gets to a point where you start feeling like, okay, I think also I don't want people to disconnect from like actually what life is, and I would like other people to also understand and see a different side of me apart from just the humor.
Yeah, legit.
Understand I have feelings, I have things I'm going through, Nini.
Exactly, and I love that you say that because most of the not funny content, they're not just random. I decided, today I want to be Shakespeare. I want to be who. There are things that I've gone through in life or things that I'm seeing in Kenya, and there are things that I might... Okay, there are things I want to change, not might want to change. There are things I want to change. So that's what I talk about.
Like what was the major thing that maybe hit you last year that you really thought, let me talk, I need to talk about this, I need to address this? What's one?
The major thing last year, like one thing that really, really like so close to my heart is about Christianity. Yeah, because I just felt like we've really misrepresented what Christianity is meant to be.
From what we see online, or?
From what you see online and what you get when you go to churches. Whereas some
in your church, do people get slapped in your church?
No.
They don't?
No, thank
and
God.
They don't cast out demons in your church? Are you telling me?
No.
You've never been slapped in church?
No.
So you haven't received any blessings?
Oh, wow, okay.
But is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That and when it comes to relationships, like just pointing out the things that I've noticed. Like when you sit down and just look back at your life, and you notice like some areas where you went wrong and some areas where you could have done better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I usually talk about. Anytime I notice something, I write it down. Then later on, I share about it.
What about relationships was like, alarming to you?
Not really alarming, but for one, we need to accept that sometimes we might be the toxic ones. Because, in most times when we leave relationships,
I agree.
when relationships end,
It's women who are always toxic.
Wow.
Usha, you've already high-fived, yeah.
No.
It's too late for that.
No. By we, I meant whoever you are. Whether you're a dude or a chick, just, like, notice, like,
were you in a situation where you thought, like, are you in a situation? Okay, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
so,
but
but let's start with just growing up. What were you was like your ideal dream job? Because like for most of us, we had that idea of like that job we wanted, but life happens and then you just find yourself on a pursue something completely different from what you had planned or nini, and just life takes you in a different direction. But there's some people who like from the child or children, like that's what they wanted to do now, pursue that dream, and that's what they went for, and they didn't even look back or try and jump into anything else.
I knew I was going to be a doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
My previous guest is a doctor.
Yeah. I saw.
Did she bring back like memories?
Wait, I thought I'd be a doctor. I used to tell my mom, she's like, oh, so we'll be getting treated for free. Yeah. And then,
so now she doesn't have free medical care.
Yeah, Mazi. Sorry, mom.
Look at, what is this now?
I'm a hoax.
And then...
Yeah, I don't know when that changed, but I know when I cleared high school, when I was looking for... Because now, before you clear, if you went to a school that gives you your list ya kuchagua the universities you want to go to, of course you have to choose a course. So by force, I had to know what I want to do, and I didn't know. That was like the worst time. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And then the things I was choosing, they don't have such a good market huku
like
Kenya.
What?
I wanted to be, what is this? I wanted to do, what is it called? Investigate.
Detective or what?
Criminal, whatever.
Criminal something, yeah.
That one. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was something that was really in my heart. Ni hizo CSI
From
zote
childhood,
nilikuwa nimewatch.
yeah,
because I really like at that particular moment, I really, really wanted to do those things. And then nikaambiwa, because they used to advise us. So like whatever you choose, they advise you.
Someone advised you like, detective, I don't think it's a...
Yeah.
I don't think it's
which is a good thing. Like I really appreciate that there are people to tell us, because Mimi, I wouldn't know Aki. The other thing I wanted to do was it something to do with chemistry. And that's a funny story, because I only wanted to do
like
something
lab
to do with
mixing
chemistry. Just as long as it's chemistry. And the reason I wanted to do that is because in Form 4, that's when we got a really good chemistry teacher. And I was like, wow, now I can conquer the world. Because, wow, look at my grades in Form 4. So, when I was asking my teachers, like, so can I do this?
Yeah.
And I know, pia nayo,
I don't think it's marketable,
itakuwa jokes. So, eventually I just decided, let me just copy my sister. Because she was already in university, and she was doing media. So I chose media, and then eventually I came to learn it's the love of my life.
You actually love it,
I actually really, really, really love it. Yes, I'd really want to work anywhere in media.
Have you tried out in any? Have you knocked any doors, sent CVs?
Yeah.
Appear media. But I've heard there's some things you can do to get in faster. Me, I'm not going to say what things, but rumor has it. Rumor has it. There are some people that, it's the kind of industry that a lot of young women who are not sure how they move, they can get used before getting in positions. Because they're always being given promises. I hear you can be given so many promises and they will never amount to anything. Plus, okay, in fact, before we go to the next one, but how has your experience? Have you cleared, your studies?
Oh, I look that young.
No, I'm just asking. Listen, at times you never know with women. If I say somebody looks nini, it's now beef. Listen,
beef
so I'm never. So me, I'm always like, I'm not touching anything to do with age. I do not know, and I don't care. You tell me, what's the situation?
Anyway,
Have you tried?
I graduated in 20. Can't remember. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I graduated.
A long time ago?
No, it's not a long time ago. I just can't remember that year. I think it's 17. Yeah.
3 years
ago. Yeah. So
have you gotten an opportunity to get a job in any
I actually, like in 2017, I was let me say volunteering at a radio station.
I think I was volunteering.
Guy,
Hey, and it's on video. Kila mtu atakoza. What's the story?
This is the problem with my expressions. Anyway, yeah. I volunteered at a radio station for 6 months. And then...
You don't even want to say their name?
No. Hey, itachoma. Itachoma.
Okay.
It's a choma.
Okay.
Those who know, you know. And that's enough. Ask Edgar, our investigator.
Who? Edgar.
Anyway.
Screenshots. Wacheza tu.
Anyway, and then I left. Then I interned, not really. Okay, I was at a makeup studio for a very short while. I was doing social media for them. And then in 2018 is when I joined Radio Africa as a video journalist. Yeah, so I do go for auditions and stuff. The thing is,
that's where you work right now?
Yeah, that's where I work right now.
What does a video journalist do?
Before I thought we'll just edit videos. That's all I know. That's all I taught myself on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
And then so I learned that we have to actually also record at some point, and using those cameras, the big ones, the not the digital ones. Now the
Sony
exactly. Yeah. And that has been a very amazing learning process. I was so I thought it was difficult at first, but then when I got the hang of it, I was
the
just
more you use
can we
it,
get more content where I can record?
Yeah. So do you go out in the field?
No, I've never. Okay, when I go out, the one I went out. Oh yeah, we actually do. The time I was at JKIA, because we were interviewing people who are flying out. Like they were arriving then flying out, so we went to interview them there. And then, but I've never done a team, maybe press conference, but just recently I actually did a special sitting at the county assembly. That was so fun because I was using a live stream camera, the Mevo.
Which one is that? Mevo?
Yeah.
I need to know what that is, Kwanza, first of all, so that I can look.
It's so
but of
cool.
course, if it's a company that bought it, it has to be expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hapana, unaweza bei, imagine. You can look for
really?
It. Unaweza bei. Vile nimeona hapa.
Write for me. Write the name we see. So you're using a live camera, right?
Yeah. And then it has so this is how it looks, but it also has niseme kama power bank. So you can connect it to something, and then it has extra charge. So you can go for hours. You can even record up to 9 hours.
And it's streaming crisp quality.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, is it quality?
Okay,
not
quality. But the quality
zoom,
is good.
The zoom is not so good, but the quality is good.
What do you mean by the zoom?
The zoom, because if you want to focus, it's very.
Oh yeah. Oh, as long as you're not zooming in, you're good. But if you're shooting something that's in a setting where you want to I'll go research on it by the way.
I was like, wow, this is interesting. And then I was learning on the job because I was checking, I'm looking at sound and whatnot. Everything I learned that day, I was just like, okay, so this is how we will be going about this. And so interesting because I never thought I'd be the one to tell people so this is how it works, nimeona ni hivi, like make a report and tell people, so this is what I've seen works and this does not work. Because I feel like I'm more of, give me your idea, I'll implement it.
Yeah,
I'm just good at implementing. So yeah, that's been a good journey. About auditions and trying out for shows. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, because
story.
I see like you're very, like, even from just your Instagram, I can tell that you legit really would want to pursue something where like you're a face of a show or your own show.
So let me tell you all something that I have never said before. I was actually a finalist, like tulikuwa tumeenda auditions.
Finalist wa nini? Tell us.
Wedding show. We tulibaki wawili, so they picked the other chick.
Ooh,
but I was just like,
what's her name?
No, not the recent one. The one who was there before, Miss Tourism something.
I've forgotten her name.
Angela someone. Angela someone.
No, there's another new one.
There's another new one right now. But now the one
Angela Mulay.
You can't ask.
How was that the previous one?
Angela, I still love you. Just know
But
that I don't know your second name.
You can't remember, like.
Because she doesn't use her second.
How does she describe her?
As well.
Describe her.
How does she look? She's a news.
Oh, Angie.
Yeah, Angie.
Angie Mwiruri.
Yeah.
That's Angela Mwiruri, right? Yes. That's my friend.
Yes,
and she's even
Angie.
been to the podcast.
Hey.
Yes.
Guy, how did I not pick her?
Because I post a lot. I post a lot of videos.
True.
I post a lot.
By the way.
A lot.
Bundles.
So yeah, you are finalist with her.
Yeah, with her. And
nice.
then she's so sweet. Like I even if I didn't get it, you know,
she's
those
a
people
very
who don't,
nice person.
Exactly. Yeah. Like we were finalists and we're not like at you sit there. Yeah.
There's just no
like,
girls now. They get competitive.
Exactly. And I really love that. I wish all girls could be like that. You know, it's not utakufa. Just be friends.
It's not the end of the world.
If she gets the job, it's still fine.
And there's so many other opportunities that can come from even you just being friends with her in that position.
Exactly. Yeah, because now, okay, I'll meet you soon enough. Because I've promised her. I've promised her to will partner since last year.
You've never partnered anywhere?
No, like even after that day, we were to meet. We've never.
Really?
I'm toxic.
Angie.
I take responsibility. I'm
but
the toxic one.
Yeah, you already said it. Yeah. So that's nothing that's nothing far-fetched. Tunakubali. So,
Yeah, so that really lifted my spirits because I was like, out of all these people who
you
went,
made it
you all
yeah.
decided ati we are the two finalists. Like biyo imetosha. Hiyo ndio baraka enough. You know, some people would complain. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but some people would be like,
what do you think you didn't get it?
I'm short.
That's what they said.
They didn't say it.
I
was just trying to find, because they didn't tell me. So, you know, we just met.
They don't give you a reason.
They don't give you a reason.
No, that's... No, but at times, I think it's legit. It's kwanza mkifika like top three, I think it would make sense if you explain to someone by the way, because now you'll go home confused because you're like, okay, why not me exactly?
And also,
I would like to improve.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can go and improve on something. They tell you, okay, you're not tall enough, but if you wear heels next time.
Okay, I'll ask because I know who to ask. I have the number when you to meet, so I'll just ask them. I hope they remember because it was a long time ago.
It might.
So I hope
those are the things. If you're told that, you'll go definitely work on something. Be told, hey, you have you come off like you have an attitude on camera. You know, there are those people who do it like even subconsciously. It's not even intentional, but hey, you wouldn't know. But it's just them being themselves.
Anyway, so I didn't get it, but I still do really cool wedding vlogs. So hey,
yeah. You do wedding vlogs?
Yeah, I've done a couple. Okay, don't do like a
But you know, I haven't actually gone to your YouTube. I didn't know you have a YouTube.
What?
Listen. But when you're popping up on my page, I don't see. You've never mentioned anything to do.
True.
Go check out
I'm the toxic one. But it's true.
That is true.
I'm still figuring that out because I feel like my YouTube content is so different from my IG content, and I just don't want to be like out of nowhere I'm posting a funny video and like go to my channel because you look at there, you're expecting to laugh, and
then
I'm not
it's something
laughing
that's
there,
serious.
something serious. So I haven't figured it out yet, but I know I will. Just how to know, like for example, now you see I have a pattern. I post 3 photos at Fanana, so
you do
sometimes, yeah.
Oh, listen, just give me time. Listen, I'm just warming up to it.
When you go to my profile,
Okay, look at the notifications that are popping on my nini.
So you want to see?
Of course not. What do you mean?
But anyway,
I have more pressing matters here, more important matters.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I have that pattern. So I'm thinking maybe the time I'm posting a picture, just a picture, because even when I post videos, I post pictures.
You're very systematic
English
with your
is hard,
posts, eh?
guys. I will keep saying it and I keep saying it. English is hard. So your video itakuwa katikati na kutakuwa na picha on the side. That's what I mean. Yeah. So but related photos. So that's usually the opportunity I take to now direct people to my channel. Yeah, but I can't just now put it at you on a video. Go to my channel. They're expecting, especially on a video, they'll expect to go find more funny stuff.
And then there's nothing
and then there's
funny
like,
there.
guy, me I'm an atheist because I do spiritual videos. I'm an atheist umenituma pan fanye.
Right, so what does your YouTube content consist of?
My YouTube content is mostly my spiritual journey, vlogs, and then anything in between.
Are you born again?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah, I don't do.
What?
Okay, what Kristo squeezy?
Guy?
Nakedness. Anyway.
Watu wa gengeto. Maka gengeto.
Guy.
It's a joke. It's a
No,
joke. It's a
I'm
joke.
not excited.
High five.
Stacking.
Don't leave me hanging.
But yeah, I do my spiritual content, just my journey, what I feel that now what I was telling you, what I feel Christianity should be, and then now I have the vlogs. Okay, let me just be clear. The wedding vlogs that really pop, mostly I feel like are the ones that are for my close friends.
Or like
Okay,
you
I'm
go,
so sorry,
like
man.
if they invite you to their wedding and you'll
they
just,
tell me,
the experience you.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like creating memories. And I love it when they actually, because you can't just go to a wedding and then you're there vlogging. Auja omba permission. And it becomes who ni nani?
Next to the bride pier. Like, wait, who is this?
Exactly. So it becomes easier when I know the words. Because it'll be like, cause you have to come and you have to vlog. What's that? The most recent wedding vlog. I wasn't really planning to vlog, and then the bride was just like, I used to vlog kwa harusi yangu.
Are you serious?
Mind you, I'm in the lineup. I'm like, sis, umeamuaje?
No, but anybody watching it feel the experience here just being that in that lineup that you're talking about.
I gave it up. I couldn't.
You didn't?
You've seen I have it's not a phone, it's a camera.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Weird.
Plus you're dressed with the ninis.
Exactly, and I don't even have a place to put it. Unless now I can that camera bag, I can get the ghetto, the actual ghetto.
You can't do that. Yeah, that you just explain to the bride.
But no, I actually did. I gave someone I really trusted. Thank you so much, Joy.
Yeah.
I gave her my camera, and now she was recording. I vlogged up until when we were checking out to go to the venue. Gave someone else my camera, told her, take it to Joy. She knows what to do with it because I already talked to her.
Yeah.
So I told her extra batteries iko hapa, nini, everything.
In case of anything.
Yeah, in case of anything. And then now she vlogged. Now she was taking clips of the different other areas. Yeah, so I'm so grateful because she took the best, like the funniest of things. It was just amazing. Yeah. So my wedding vlogs, best when I know the words.
The words. And what do you use to edit? Because I assume you edit the stuff yourself.
A cracked version of Premiere Pro.
Listen,
you pay for that thing.
Who's gonna buy those softwares? Because how much is that package for Adobe? Isn't it like 40 or 50 Gs? It makes no sense. There's no way.
Well, we just want to edit. But
yeah. For me, I do use Final Cut because I'm assuming
And so many jobs ask for that. Funny Final Cut is...
it's really good. It makes work easier. So are you on a Mac or a PC? PC.
I'm on a Mac at work.
But no. Yeah, but the thing is, even in any job, I think it's standard. You'll be asked FCPX and Adobe Premiere, because they know like there's a standard way like of just how even the files that you convert when they're going to broadcast, or if you're sending them online, there's a standard format that it actually helps the process
So
with.
between Final Cut and Premiere Pro?
Okay, I'd still go with Final Cut. Premiere Pro is, let's say if you're shooting or editing like a TV series, something that needs like complex color correction, text in a specific way, specific transitions.
I look for that Final Cut.
Yeah, but Final Cut, super easy, like get the job done.
Wait, better on Mac lakini?
On Mac, of course, yeah.
Tajua.
But like, it's still not bad knowing how to use Premiere, because Premiere, it's also like very complex. Once you know how to use Premiere, Final Cut will just be like,
basi nitakuwa apply. Because you know me, I usually stop at a Final Cut.
Imagine it's easy.
Kaini huko.
I used to edit like some show for, that show was for this thing where guys were being challenged to go and sell things and what was the name of the show? I don't even remember it, but I think it was a TV show. It was either Kiss or
to go
what?
Sell things.
Yeah, like a challenge, a business challenge. Different people running around the street.
Blaze.
Hapana, si Blaze. Hey, that Blaze check would be good though.
I know.
Hey, there's some jobs if you're called that, hey, we need you as a head editor to be like, me?
Nakuja sahi.
Me.
Sahi.
Drop the pin. Up, niko hapo. But is it hard for you to just come up with content and still balance like with your job?
I don't think it is. I think if I just panga my time very well, it is very possible. Because me, I will be honest, I have a really bad habit ya kukaa kwa simu. So
online hivi.
Manze, as in, sometimes
you go to sleep, unajifunika, and then you're still on your phone.
Still on your phone. Imagine, it's so bad. Okay, it's not that bad. Imeanza tu kwa that bad juicy. Nienda kulala na power bank. Because I just don't want to leave ati kuweka hapo icharge hapo kando. So nimechukua power bank, because I sleep like tuko wawili kwa bed na sister yangu. So my sister usually takes that side for karibu na hiyo socket.
Yeah. So pia sha connect yake.
That's a bad habit, because now for example, even unalala late, I need to stop. But I know if I manage my time very well, I can actually balance. Last year I felt like maybe I just can't. Last year I was very convinced I just can't, because my job is really like it's so, it's a newsroom. It's not at 8 to 5.
Is it
it's
very
8
demanding?
To whenever you'll finish.
Really? Oh, so you don't leave at 5, Vicky?
At 5 on the dot. Also, I'm glad. Okay, I'm not glad. You all leaders wa Kenya, please just fix the roads and just give solutions. Because if you leave at 5, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Traffic
anyway.
No matatus.
Yeah.
So you'd rather just leave at 6 or something. So depending on workload, yasiku, it's either the earliest you leave 6. Ama you leave at whatever time you finish whatever you are doing.
When work is done, that's when you leave. And then like right now, like you've been seeing so many guys graduating. Unajua like kwanza journalism, USIU, Daystar, sijui ni multimedia, sijui what. But everybody's saying like the only jobs that are out there, it's celebrities who are getting the jobs, which is not a lie.
Yeah,
is it a lie?
That's another thing.
Is it a lie?
That's another thing that my sister was actually angry about.
Yeah.
I don't know where they might be my future employees, but let me just say, at a certain station.
Energy.
No.
Not energy.
Okay, let me say a certain.
No,
media
why we're saying it like this, so that there's nothing malicious. We're just having a discussion, and even then, I'm sure they're aware.
And plus, I'm not saying a lie. Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's just something. Even they would respect such conversations. I've tagged them before in so many of my conversations. Yeah.
Anyway, so I usually wonder why Royal Media has to recycle presenters. Like you'll find someone is doing maybe sports, also having a radio show, also doing what? Like, give people these jobs. There are people
Imagine.
who don't have jobs out here, and I know they're doing
Even
that
the
as part of
opportunity
sports.
to try
Exactly.
out, just an opportunity.
So I really wonder, why would you recycle? In fact, not wengine mara tatu, surely mara tatu. 3 places, surely.
Talk on a morning show, evening,
morning show,
and I read news,
na radio.
na
show.
radio. And clearly you can still, like, dividing that in this kwanza saizi with this economy yenye kila mtu analia, there are no jobs, and mtu akona like 3 or 4, and probably those are 4 different checks coming in because they're different.
Yeah, so that's now that sort of that point you're saying. And also, like, I feel like even in acting, maybe I don't know, I've also tried out acting.
We tried,
But yeah, I feel like at Aizu sometimes it's just the same people getting the roles. Kwanza, when you see, for example, now ukisikia, I was listening to Akina Selena, the way they were saying actually they've been there, and I'm like, you've been there. So they were giving the same people the nani roles for the longest time until finally you've gotten your break. So meaning, like, people are really trying to get these jobs, but the same people keep getting
the
these
same jobs.
I was so shocked when she said that I've been there, I've been doing. I'm like,
Can you imagine even like commercials on TV? You see somebody ametoka ku advertise Happy Kappa. The next they are advertising Pampers. And then the next Blue Band. But I'm like, come on. How many people do we have in this country? But you can actually, but it's, me what I feel it's heartbreaking is for like all these kids I see like posting graduation pictures.
And then
they're so happy, they're excited to get into the market, and then they're so blunt and innocent that they do not know how it's bad out here.
The exact same feeling. Anytime I see graduation, kwanza nikiona graduation where I was from, leo inakonga watu wengi, I'm like, where?
Can you imagine? How many people got jobs from like just your nini?
I don't even know, imagine. I meet like one people. Kwanza there's another one who's telling me, I don't know where she was working, but she told me her job, her is it company, not her company, but the company she was working for, they just laid her off out of nowhere to kusema hii job imeisha. Like hata, like, I don't know if they meant it, like they're not hiring anyone else, but they just said post yake like your job imeisha.
What was she doing?
I've forgotten. Okay.
And then, but even that aside, think about losing jobs. Not him to just starting off. I'm guessing like that was like a second year or first year on the job.
Maybe
and already you're being told like, okay, this job we're scraping it off. Then we don't think we need this position in the company. But like just last year, you know how many, over 300 companies shut down, and over how many people got fired or laid off. As in mpaka, it's not even funny anymore. It seems like a joke.
300 people will be a lot.
Yeah.
And then now you're imagining it's a company. It has so many people.
We're talking of
so
like
many people
200, 300, 500. Like even SportPesa, legit, it had people who like...
And even retrenchments are happening.
Retrenchments. It's crazy.
Now I can say it because it was out in the open. But even as we had retrenchment regime.
Which one?
See...
Oh, yeah. No, I had. No, I had.
But yeah.
It already happened?
Yeah, it already happened.
A lot of people lost their jobs?
Yeah.
A lot?
Of people.
50, less, 100? Or not somebody that you know? It didn't affect anyone
no,
there
are
directly?
people I know, but I don't know their number. Like,
but
I don't know, because those are the ones I know. I don't know about the ones I don't know.
Do you think it's tricky, like now, just to get your foot in media, especially if that's what you're studying in school?
It's very tricky, Kwanzaa, for example, because now, for example, newspapers are being phased out. So that's tricks, because now busy people are just getting their news online. So I feel like that's something that's shying, and anyone who's writing for newspaper,
you are skating on thin ice because anything can go wrong.
Exactly, anything can go wrong. All newspapers have been suffering. Just the small ones, all newspapers have been suffering. in terms of like moving the numbers,
But at least are schools teaching people to adapt to the new way?
I doubt.
I
highly doubt. That's the
Because
thing.
now if you're learning, but that's the problem, because if you're learning the old ways and then you're thrown in the job
So
market.
those are the things I kasirikia, and I post on my socials. I'm like, sasa ni wapi tunaenda huko Kenya?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Because what are you supposed to do now?
We're being taught the same thing, and we're seeing how these systems are failing.
Yep. People being fired because of that one thing that you're being taught,
You're taught, exactly.
and being pushed out to the market with.
We're not teaching people to be creative. In fact, we are shutting their creativity down.
It's horrible.
I'm even shocked that
horrible.
some of us just decided to go the creative way. I know it's even before you actually like get your big break, it can be a struggle. But once you get your footing, like I'm just glad someone is out there to set an example so that more people, hata kama they're not being taught in school, they can see it on social media, and they can see where they can follow that path.
Yeah. And even for me, like, you know, why I started like the podcast, because how many times are you on what do you call it, are you on TV and you watch maybe like a certain celebrity or somebody with a status or something, and you really want to learn something from them, but it's just rubbish. There's nothing that they're actually feeding you. They don't tell you how it's actually really hard. They'll pretend like, you know, because they don't want to be seen like they're not doing
just badly. Hard work and you just wake
is
up and grind hard.
That's rubbish.
Always the same
hard
thing, like
Kwanza in Kenya you might actually work really, really hard
and not
zero rewards.
Exactly.
Zero rewards. So what are you supposed to do?
Someone was asking me, mbona watu wanahitingia kina Kardashian sana? So tukamwambia it's because, well, I do understand, like I do understand why you're asking that and you feel like it's unfair. I do understand that ukweli, because that just don't hate, just don't hate. You don't know, even if they seem to have it all together, and since they have a show and you're seeing that they actually have it all together, see it says that they have everything. Like maybe they don't have peace and you have it, so don't covet. But then again, we are those people who hate on them, I'm sure it's because they work hard.
Very hard.
How
very
do you
hard.
just do nothing and you're famous
and you get paid a lot,
and then so you got famous for doing nothing, and then from there is where you started like your businesses and whatnot now that bring you more money. Do you know
how much Kylie gets paid for an Instagram post?
I think I had to see.
How much?
Abu niambie tu
it's $1.2 million.
Ona sasa, and then wewe hapo unalipa 10,000.
No. Okay, so now
in fact tunalipa 10,000 ni mob.
Speaking of which, because I had somebody here, the episode is going to come out soon, because they had their own TV show, and the show was named after their name and everything, because they were popular YouTuber and everything. And they said they were getting paid 10,000.
Per what?
It's not per hour or per week or per day. Per month.
Hey.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what they said, and even for me I was just like, okay, it makes no sense, because you see, that's why even at times I do understand why people are so stressed out now, because if you do a math of, you see the guy who sells maybe eggs in Tao in those two stops, or in even like at home Nini or something, if he sells like let's say a rough estimate, in a day he might sell how many eggs? Can he do 50? He can do 50, isn't it? More than 50, 60, 70 possible. Tuseme at most, tukistretch sana tuseme. No, guys eat, but guys do eat eggs legit like a lot.
Like
Tuseme, let's say 70. 70, if he's making like 10 bob on each, that's 700, sindio? So 700 probably per day. Hiyo ni after ametoa like cost yake nini, because of course boiling na nini hizo hatuhesabu ka cost. 700 we multiply by
30 for a month.
Yeah, that will be
7 times 3, 21 what?
It's 700 times
Mathematics.
30. Mathematics. You see, this guy is making 21 Gs. And that's just because that's what he's doing, Neil. Anybody can do that. But doesn't it even, like, just economic-wise, if you have rent to pay and nini, you're on TV, people see your face, you're writing down scripts and everything. But if I decide today go just buy eggs for this month and sell 17 nini per day, I'm making more than this person. So doesn't it make this person, and maybe the person who's doing that is because maybe not, of course not all of them, but maybe mtu anasema, okay, maybe I don't have papers to get this job, I don't have this, so maybe let me do this to make ends meet. He's making more money than you who's graduated. I don't know how much you spent kwanza in uni. I don't, for anybody to hear that's the amount you're getting paid.
Hata me, I used to be naive. Kusema kweli, I used to be so naive.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about before I joined Radio Africa.
Tell us your story.
I had two different interviews. Thank Jesus, because the first interview nilisema hapo madhogodhani. The first meeting, I won't call it an interview. The first meeting was okay, so what happened with this Radio Africa thing? I was there as an intern in 2016 for hiyo ya shule sasa. And then I met someone, shout out to Eugene, who taught me how to, and that's when I started my YouTube channel. So he taught me how to edit videos using Premiere Pro. And then Eugene was leaving at some point later on, so he recommended me for his former position. The first time I went, before he left, I met the then boss, who I can't. Okay.
You just don't remember anyone's name or nini. Okay, sawa. Go on, sawa.
I don't know, I can't remember. But so when we met, it's like, so how much would you expect to be paid?
They asked you.
Yeah, Abu guess.
After taking
Guess
his
No, that's the first meeting, just to get to know me, see.
Oh, they asked you how much do you expect to get paid? Sony, guess what you said. You said 100,000.
I wish.
Ulisema nini? What did you say? Okay, you said 50. You said 10.
I said 25.
Okay. It's was that your first?
No, that's 20. Exactly. Yeah, that was my first.
Ngoja tujeka nini taxes.
Exactly.
Oh, and that's where they catch people. So you didn't say net or nini?
I didn't say that. I didn't even know, like,
there's net, tax, NHIF, is on nini.
Like, we did that stuff in school, yes.
Yeah. But you don't pay attention to it.
Exactly.
You don't pay attention.
You're just cramming it to
with
that exam and then malizane. Time ya apply, I said 25.
Yeah.
And then I'm just really glad he's not the person who was there the second time I was going for the interview. Because angekumbuka, tricks. Because now after that is when I was like, I need to research. So I asked around, you say, my mom thinks, my mom told me, you say the, like, they pay you the amount they pay for that position, and then now you can negotiate from there. And then someone else told me, no, usually say, like, for example, 50, so that when they actually 60, so that when they cut it down, evil. So thank goodness. So by the time it was the other interview, that's what I said. Yeah. But
did they compensate you with what you wanted?
No. Which is another beef I have, but
oh Lord. Okay. But, okay, ideally, since we're talking numbers, and I always want people to also just learn. Because you see, like, that guy said, and his episode will come out, and he said the station he was working for and how much was being paid for his TV show. Ideally, if somebody is working for media, at times, media can be very misleading. You know why? Those jobs can be misleading. Because if you go somewhere, you're given everything for free. Maybe at times you're getting transport from here. So you kind of like forget that, hey, I'm supposed to negotiate for something better. Because if you're going for these ninis, you're getting lunch. You're not spending money here.
And then just to remind yourself, piece of advice, remind yourself you went to school for 8 years. Is it
Yes.
844?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's 16. And then at Uwende, all that fees you spend, because now they know what they're teaching you
Actually,
is for forever.
wewe ile yenye ulitisha, once we deduct taxes and everything, if I'm doing eggs, I'm still making more than you. Na wewe ulienda meeting, interview,
Imagine.
ukatuma CV and all those things. So you see, at times it just doesn't make any sense to be in a place where mpaka uko like, it will demoralize you. And you might be like, and then the worst
That was
part,
me last year.
the worst part is you are surrounded with people making a lot of money.
Exactly. It's so frustrating.
Even when people say, see, we go to Nini, mpaka you're like, how? I know I'm busy. I'm busy.
exactly.
I'm busy.
I'm
No,
busy.
I just don't have the money to do those
Why?
things.
Niko job, sitaweza.
Sasa unaambia, kwani ni job gani unafanya? Si watu hakuna job
Kwanza mimi yangu
hapa.
inakuanga rahisi because I'm just like, unajua newsroom. Na work weekend.
Kazi haishagi. So it's very tricky, but yeah, I mean, ideally if somebody was to, these students who are graduating and they want to get into media, if you were to tell them the rough estimate they would start with, ideally, because kila mtu anatakaga ati akisha get job yake ya kwanza anaenda Kileleshwa, Kilen, which other place is popular right now? Because I see location tags, mpaka I'm like, kwani everyone is rich apart from me? Am I the only one who's staying in Langata? I see everyone else in Lavington, Riverside. I'm like, this is your first year doing the job. What do you mean? Eh?
I
So
can't
what estimate should they expect
imagine me
before they negotiate their
I don't even want to to give a specific estimate. What I want to do is wait for you to pick it.
I don't know whether I should pick it. This person is crazy. They might just talk some crazy stuff. Okay, let's just hear what she'll say. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello,
Hey, what's up?
I'm good.
I'm actually shooting.
You are?
Yes, I am. What,
Sleeping.
how can I'm shooting, I'm not sleeping.
Oh.
Okay, sir, Sema, what's up?
No, I'm just telling you, don't forget to come with my stream.
Okay,
I'm just being a good friend.
okay.
Reminding you.
Okay, I got you.
Sawa.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I keep telling guys, if you call me right now, I have to include you to be part of the show. So I
So
mean,
in short, people don't call you on Saturdays, Ama.
no, because I normally post on Instagram. So if you see me, I've posted that I'm behind the scenes shooting.
Online.
No, I know the
Like
people always
hajaingia.
on. Like my
Hata
friend.
mimi watu wana expect niingie kila siku but
Not
siingie kila siku.
I know my friends. They'll see me posting hivi. I'm behind the scenes shooting. 30 minutes later, somebody's calling me. Like, kwanza when conveniently I'm in between the show. Kati tu. Eh? But it's
Anyway.
okay. Yeah, so anyway, back to Nini.
Yeah.
Numbers. Let's help
I was
Nini.
saying, I don't
What
have...
should they expect? Because some of these kids are just too blunt. They
and
do not know. And it's just the innocence that comes with it.
Yeah.
There's some people who think, of course, if I finish, I'm getting a job that pays me 200, Nini, 200K. I'm moving to this apartment. I'm getting this car. They don't understand that process of what should they expect before.
Okay, I'll have a very long answer just to
Please. Yes.
to fit the different situations. For example, if you are, for example, maybe your parents don't live in Nairobi. That means you have to be housed and you need food, of course, and all that stuff. So make sure when you're calculating what you need, you have added, like, you've done your research.
Cost for.
You've done your research to know what's the cheapest place I can live, but also nearest place I can live to the workplace, because you don't want to spend a lot of time on the road.
Yeah, and also safe in case you need to put your face on camera. You don't want to get mugged. You can't be coming with black eyes.
Thank you for saying that. Nimezoea tu kuishi.
Yeah.
So I'm like, today my future is bright.
Yes.
That's how I'll come with.
Those two small things that you'd want to.
Yeah. So calculate food, transport, food, transport, and shelter, like your rent.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't jifanya ati, oh, okay, so na calculate hizo vitu important. Calculate also the extra costs you will need. Like, for example, if you're going out Satos, calculate you'll need Uber money. Put that inside so that you can calculate. And lakini sisi ile ati lazima nilewe to a certain point. Like just enough.
Wanaweza washa mkono ile big club. Can they wash hands like in big club? The people wash hands with alcohol, with Belair, with champagne.
My goodness. No, we include here, please.
Can include here. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. But yeah, just calculate what you will need to be able to deliver in this job. Because you can't deliver if you're homeless.
True.
Again, you are pointing home, you insist.
No, but it's true because people need to understand these things. And at times, it seems like it's a joke, especially when you're in college, until you finish and you start, and then maybe you're stuck all alone. And your landlord is like, yo, if you don't have money,
exactly,
I have to kick you out.
And don't be so naive that you unasema, acha tu niwaone huruma, I'll go look for an uncle so that I can scrape off this cost. Because that's what I said, like, the first time I was like, since I live with my bros, that's what I said. That's why I said the 25k. Since I live with my bro, so I just don't need a lot of money, so 25k is fine. Hey, a girl.
Shock on you.
So you by the 25k. I'm so glad I live with that is someone. So that's the one scenario. Second scenario is if for sure yenyewe you have a place to live and you have no issue with it. Yeah. And you're not planning to move out because you may have a place to live but you're planning to move out. If you're planning to move out, of course, add that cost after doing research. But in case you're not planning, yani umesema wewe the day utatoka nyumbani when you're moving to a marital home, then maybe in case something comes and it covers everything else apart from rent, you can take it. Yeah. And as long as you have my gosh, peace is the most important thing when it comes to these things. And
people never realize. I think people take it for granted.
People take it for granted.
I ask you, how many people have you seen killing each other on the news? Mtu anakill, mtu anapenda somebody you love, someone they love, like even their kids. And it's just that because their mind is under so much pressure, and they don't even know how to deal with certain situations. But it's just because it's been dumped on them and they were not expecting it. Yeah,
so if you have the peace to accept a job that's not paying what you wanted, but it caters for everything else that umetik off kwa list yako, go for it. And then make sure, like, anytime you take these jobs, make sure you just really work your way up. Really work your way up if it's possible. Unajua kuna organizations zingine hakuna ku work your way up. Hapo pale umefika, hapo ndio utakufia. Okay, shindwe. But but some place it's a joke, ni jokes.
Yeah, ni jokes by the way. Okay.
Ni jokes. But yeah, just make sure you are, and also when you ukifika usirelax, like in terms of, not in terms of artists so usifanye kazi, in terms of look out for other opportunities. Look out
don't
for
be
better
comfortable. Don't be comfortable.
Nimefika sasa, it's enough. It will never be enough. Look for other opportunities. Zingine zikikam na wanakuambia Final Cut Pro na unajua Premiere Pro peke yake, I'm talking to myself, apply. Apply.
True.
Don't just be like, sina qualifications. Even those ones 40 have 3 years experience. So you have what? Apply. Because you never know who is sitting on that other end of the computer, just like, na feeling kama na kupatia.
And they might just meet you in person and like actually like
she's the one, he's the one. Yeah, exactly. What else? Is there a third one? I think those are the two like most important scenarios. But also now the other scenario is just don't be inaitwa ile.
Don't be.
Ile usiende sana. Relax.
Don't be
500,000.
Don't overquote. Don't overquote.
Just do your research on now the job area that you want. For example, if it's now me, what, like, just generally average wanapatanga ngapi,
how much
so
do
that
they get?
you
can start off with that and then work your way on top, of course, because now from there you can like move to anything.
Exactly. Also build your name, because when you build your name, sometimes I feel like expense ni the brand. Because watu tunasema nini Cassons, ile sabuni ya Cassons, hiyo ni jina wanauza.
No, true, because you see like even right now if you check like those people who are showing more effort online, they're getting opportunities.
Yeah.
They're
And
getting
they can
like
quote
shows.
whatever.
They can quote whatever because they were approached because of what was noticed on them. And even some are not in that field.
Yeah.
But mtu unapata just because of the effort, and they can actually deliver more than somebody who actually
Exactly.
studied. So
Yeah.
what choice do you leave the company anyway?
Yeah, so those are the three main aims. I think they cover everything.
Okay. So now, by the way, we've actually already pushed time. We're almost close to 1 hour. I think we have like 15 minutes to go, but we can push through it. So one more thing I wouldn't want to skip. You mentioned like spirituality. Is that something ulianza rediscover like recently, or it's something that has always been in you?
No, recently.
What made you like just...
No, turning point ilikuwa wapi? I had like a turning point thing, like moment.
Was it a relationship?
Yeah.
Just things go badly for you? What happened?
It was okay. Saki kusema ati it was a relationship, and then watu waanze kufikiria sasa.
No,
Like,
it makes sense.
Eh.
No, it makes sense by the way.
Yeah, because it was so.
Aliachwa ndio akaokoka.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be clear, niliokoka class 6. Alafu nikadedicate my life for one. So no. It's just that I felt like I was such a different type of Christian, and it was so hypocritical. It was disgusting, and it was just wrong. I hated, like, I was so judgmental and all that stuff. And then there's one major event that happened. Of course, I was on the wrong. And then I was forgiven. And I was
Did the boyfriend forgive you?
Yeah, and I was like...
You cheated, eh?
Like, yeah.
I knew it. You just look like someone who cheats.
Like, this is such an exclusive. I've never actually blurted it out. But yeah, I just say
you can only get it here fast. You can hear it
I was
fast.
just toxic.
But when you're doing it, it also depends at times, because is it something that you're just doing out of spite, you're upset, or you just didn't care then?
Then I just didn't know myself. It's a whole other topic which I also talk about on my channel. When you don't know yourself, you end up hurting people around you.
True.
For example, now
True.
in this particular scenario, I don't know myself enough to know, like, I didn't know what I want. So when I was there in my relationship, I didn't know, I was always thinking, maybe there's something better. Na niko hapa nimejifunga.
And this person actually, you haven't even told this person so that you release them from that before you go and experiment or try other things.
So I was just like, now what if there's something better? Na niko hapa nimejifunga. Anyway. And then so I was just, it was, hata sijui kwa nini nilifika hapo. But yeah, it happened. People gave me, and I was like, this is humanly possible. Like, this is legit. The God type of love.
And that's
like,
the thing.
You love like a God. What the heck?
Actually, it takes quite a lot for somebody to, even for just to forgive something like that. That's somebody who's like a very mature way of approaching things.
So it's like, wow. And then so, no, that happened. That was not the reason for the breakup. Okay. We broke up like later on. Still, same reason is I didn't know myself. Like, I just now wanted
again?
to. No.
Okay.
No.
Was that? Oh my God.
No, I just decided. I was very unsettled, like, for a while. So I was like, come on, because this unsettled. I don't want to be here and this unsettled. And I felt so bad because I'm like, but this person is such a nice person. Why do I have to be the one breaking up with them? Sange break up na mimi. Mbona ku break up na mimi?
Wait, you really break up?
Yeah, I'm the one who ended it because I was like, I need to figure out who I am.
You can't be that evil.
I'm not evil. Hey, I did that for the good. Why? I don't even regret that.
Who is all this with all this security? Nani will? Okay, but yeah, okay, sawa.
Anyway, it's Nani Maraga.
Who?
Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Watu wa kuitisha Mercedes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's just too much.
Yeah, so
how our searching?
Wow. This is why Kenya is not moving forward. A hoax, a scam, a fraud, a whole.
Okay, sawa. Let's go back to Onini, because we are limited with time.
Limited. I am.
But can you see how time has really flown?
Okay,
and the way I was
I'm just so
telling you.
glad. You've
But-
given me an opportunity to talk for so
but
long.
see, I told you it's gonna be like you definitely
a-
you don't need to prepare.
Yeah.
It's just having a conversation.
It's dope.
And even from this, we can still do a part 2
Thank God.
because thank God.
Because I have a lot.
Yeah.
Which I can't.
No,
legit,
I
just
mean, we
think I
can't
can't put
squeeze
on my
it.
channel because I can't just.
We'll do a part 2.
Thanks.
Trust me, I got you on a part 2. So yeah, what were you saying? You're saying like, okay, the second you
Yeah,
you
the
broke
second
up
time-
now because you thought maybe this is just
No,
Or-
but the second time, legit. Oh, sorry, I
Sorry.
think I'm belching a lot.
No food.
Manners. Anyway, the second time, legit was, even if I'm meant to end up with this person, I don't want him to gangana with this person that I am. So I'd rather just go, get myself, like really, really get myself and my stuff together, and then we'll just see. If it's another person, ni sawa. If it's still him, ni sawa. Like just whatever.
how would you still like to end up with him?
Ati?
Was he good to you? Like
That person is the best human, an
what?
angel walking
Are you
on
serious?
earth. Me, by this, not just to me, but me, I see the way Aki. Some people, okay, me in Ulema, yeah, I can get bitter. And so I
Yeah.
see some people treating him the way, like some funny way, and he's still just a good person, will still help them when they need help, and I'm like,
You are strong.
God, is that you? Is
Yeah.
that you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Yani, he's just an angel on earth. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's the one who kind of showed me my purpose. Because I feel like my purpose is just to teach people how, like, that God type of love. Yani, you just love unconditionally. Just think about all scenarios. Don't be jumping into conclusions. Really, just love unconditionally. So when that whole season, that's what really like made me see that, and that's what I started talking about on my channel.
Even your channel.
And even when you see me like randomly preach, I'm not a preacher, but randomly preach and just share. My emphasis is always on you all Christians need to learn how to love.
Yeah.
However you approach people, you need to always have the aspect of love
Yeah.
within it. With like in everything and anything you do, love has to be there. Because if you're not doing it out of love, then you're doing the wrong thing. If
Yeah.
you're trying to correct someone and you're coming at them, bashing them, that's not love. And the concept also I keep teaching people is, for example, I can't just say I love you right now. So how would I think I'm in a place to correct you? I don't understand.
Don't
the
even know
struggle.
what
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't understand where it's coming from. So I don't know the right way to approach you.
Yeah.
But I do know, what I do know is God is not stupid, and there are people around you who can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I keep telling people. I was in an argument, and I was so shocked that Christians were actually even like trying to look for verses to justify why they would bash people. I'm like, I'm just simply telling you, preach, yes, but don't go as if people are worshipping you. It's
Yeah.
not unto you, it's unto God. So however they do it, if they're falling short, that they have God to answer to, not you.
Not you.
Because someone said, we can't accept mediocre Christians, is the worship to you.
But you can't.
They're
you
not
can't,
praising
yeah,
you.
You
You're not the one
can't
to
say
accept
that.
or tolerate mediocrity.
It's up to God.
It's not to you.
Because you're giving yourself the position
Yeah.
and power that God is actually supposed
Yeah.
to have.
So that's what really that topic, and that's what I love sharing about mostly on my
But
channel.
do you feel like you're in a happy place right now
Eh.
and pure?
Happy, yes, and I know myself. and and I'm just, and I used to be stressed by small things that looking back I'm just thinking any stress ulijiekea tu.
It wasn't necessary.
I'm so peaceful. Like, it wasn't necessary. I'm so at peace even with some situations yani unaangalia generally mtu unge expect akue frustrated, but me niko like okay.
It's okay. It's never that serious. It's not the end of the world.
Because during that period, see, after it was like a discovery journey. That's the time I went for now that wedding show audition.
Yeah.
Previous me, like old me, will be very angry. I'd be like, what the heck? Why? I'd be so angry.
Why
by the
not
way.
me?
Why not me?
Yeah.
Kwani, I'd be so angry by the way. So I'm glad. Like I was like, hey, I'm just happy I was top 2. Me, that's enough. I'm celebrating because of that. I was just, it's the best place, best place I've ever been.
And I think you
And
have
I'm
so much
grateful.
potential for so much more.
Yeah.
That's why I called you. No. Like anyone that I call on my podcast, legit. Because I remember, like, even for me, the thing is, just having like my own platform and being able to have my own audience. I remember there's a time I was trying so many things that, you know, mainstream people can never see. But now in the digital age, we have the power to amplify each other.
Yeah.
So why not do it? You see somebody doing something, invite them, collab, do this or that. If they're into it, why not? That's how you get blessings, man.
Yeah, true. Okay, I'm so happy.
So no, I
It
think
was such a great conversation.
you liked the
I
podcast.
I loved it.
So it wasn't a mistake to come here.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. So I saw that DM, I was like, hey! Wow.
Okay.
Am I that wise?
No, but I do respect anybody who puts themselves out there. They're grinding, they're trying to make something of themselves. And you'll always see it in someone. Like, if you know how to read people's energy, you can see, like, this is a legit good person. And even for most people, apart from a few, you are. Yes, you are. That's
People never
after.
used to
That's
think
after.
that.
You, of course,
You see,
Kitambo, you
yeah.
are not.
I'm
You
so
see, the
glad.
energy now attracted me because you have nice energy now.
Oh.
Otherwise, ingekuwa the Kitambo one. Of course, it'd
Hey,
have been
that's
like, hey, this one.
True.
Just something is just telling me not to approach, not to be interested in having a conversation with her. But anyway, I think we've come, unfortunately, we have to come to the end of the podcast. But I always ask people one question at the end of it. What's that one thing that you think you're in pursuit of right now? And if you got it, it will give you fulfillment, purpose, or some happiness, or just better meaning or direction in life.
Okay. Hiyo ni swali ngumu. Mmekuwa mkijibu nini?
Kila mtu tu ako na- You just take your time, but don't take too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, what's that?
Like
Can I just
currently,
say-
it doesn't have to be like in
More
the future, but just something right now that you think, Kenya, even if it's just this year.
I don't want to see it.
Don't want to say it?
I don't want to see it.
You want to get pregnant? Or?
No, my gosh.
Oh, then what is it? So how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, I can't tell you, like, off the record.
Okay, sawa. If you're not ready to share it right now, Ama maybe it will interfere with the manifestation of it.
I feel like...
Sawa, then let's just keep it. You know.
Yeah.
Let's say like on the part 2, you'll say what it is. Sindio?
Yeah.
Sindio?
Yeah.
That would be enough
Maybe.
time. So that you won't be on the spot. You just have to. You'll have waited long enough. But thank you so much for coming to
Thanks
the
for
podcast.
having me.
You're welcome. You're doing that part 2, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that probably after 5 months, because I'm sure you'll be in a different mind frame,
Yeah.
place in life,
good
and
enough.
things will be definitely different. 6 months is always good enough for reflect, sitting back and looking at all the good things you've achieved and targets and everything.
Yeah.
So tell the people where they can find you on social media and what else you have going on if you want to plug anything.
Do I? Anyway. You can find me at Esther Kazungu across all social media platforms.
Yeah.
Miss Napa Policious Nini Angoa.
Mhm.
It's just Esther Kazungu, Twitter, Esther Kazungu, Instagram, Esther Kazungu, YouTube, Facebook,
TikTok?
TikTok. TikTok
Okay.
is, I think, Kazungu Esther or something. I don't know. I think I lost. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay, by the way, find me on TikTok, manze. Ugo, you
See,
might.
that's
you
the
thi-
one
you-
place ulikuwa umesha
You
sahau
guys think
kumention.
I'm
Come
popping,
on.
man. You said one thing. If there's something I'm pushing my TikTok.
Oh, you should. I mean,
'Cause my-
anywhere you're comfortable
You
doing
guys
your
think
thing.
you guys think I'm popping huko Instagram. TikTok pale. Wewe utashangaa sasa uni nani.
No, but me,
Legit.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
For just in your journey, and if you caught my attention, I'm sure like so many other people who are just having positive energy and good vibes, that's what's gonna come to you. Is there anything else you wanna plug? No? Okay. Anybody want to shout out? Not even Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene.
Eugene, you see?
But
Ah.
I already like shouted him out.
Oh yeah,
He
yes
knows.
you did. So guys, you know the drill. We are on Castbox, iTunes, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We post regular updates, full episodes every end of the week or beginning of the week or on a Friday. We're getting to invest in more and more time to bring you quality content. So show us some love, support. That's all we want. the Kiss Capades podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.